Hello YouTubers, family and friends. I'm going to talk about the electrical system I've got on my van. As you see, I've got a Bluetti that powers the whole van. This is the AC 240p Bluetti, and I've got it to an aux beam 8-way panel. I'll show you how I power it. I'll start from the solar panel first, because this all charges off a big solar panel on the garage roof, and the solar panel is a 550 watt panel, one panel, the biggest panel I can get on there. So I'll show you that first, and I'll show you how simple, how direct I made the electrical system. Made it as simple as I can, no complications, no modules, no stuff all over the place. For the price I got it all done for, there's not much on the market that can beat this system, I don't think anyway. Because with the AC 240 you've got a 30 amp 12 volt supply as well. I've got the diesel heater, I've got everything I've got on there, my 12 volt system. And then I've got my 240 volt in the van. And all I've done is put them straight as plug sockets, because this inside has a thermal switch, a breaker switch, and it'll anything untoward. It's got its own breaker built in, but it'll also reset itself once you've turned it off and turned it on. It'll reset itself as well. And there is a bit of a myth going around that they turn themselves off if they're not being. Somebody said don't go to a power bank because it'll turn itself off after so long. Well, I've had this in now for 1 month, and when it's on, the DC's on, it never turns itself off. Never once it turns itself off. And the lowest I've got it down to is using an air fryer, an induction cooker. The lowest I've got it down to, and a microwave, is 40%. Then the next day by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, it's back up to 100. So it does use stuff overnight, but the next day I've had no bother. And you can extend it with another port to get bigger batteries in it. I'll go more through that in a minute. I'll show you the solar panel, so you have the electrical system from the start, and I'll show you when it comes in here, and then we'll just go through it all. So I'll go up on my garage roof to show you the solar panel. Take the back camera out. Right. Right, let's go for the top. There's the dogs. Right, Maxie boy. Where's the terrorist? There he is. Lewis. Hello. Choose everything. Right, let's get up here. Right. So that's my solar panel now. That's the biggest one. I could just about fit it on there. So you see it's perfect. And that's 550 watt. I've had 500 watt out of it when it's facing the right way. For a normal day like today, to not the sunniest, sun's in and out, it'll do 400 watts easy. And that's what I worked out, that I need 400 watts to charge everything up. So go back down now. What are you doing, Lou? What are you doing, Lou? You behaving? We bought Lewis so we could take him in the van with us, because the old lad now, his legs are starting to go, aren't they? What are you doing, Lou? Right, so we'll go back now and I'll show you the Bluetti. Lewis is trying to get in on a deal. He gets more followers than me, I think. Right, so the Bluetti AC 240. Now I got this off Scott Power. I'll leave it in the description below. And to be honest with you, this is an advert for them really. I haven't been paid for it or anything, but their customer service and help has been second to none. So see, now it's on now. See, it's 100% now. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and with the sun's out, it lashes it straight into there. So you can turn all these on. See, that's the AC on, USB on. You've seen it all before with everything it does. So, and then these are connected to sockets in the van. Also, all I've done is run cable in, 240 volts straight to them. So before that, I'll go through now. If you look down here, right, these cables coming in here, these two here, they're the solar. So they're going into the breaker. So I've got a solar breaker here now, just in case I need to do any work on the solar panels. That's the only main power coming in, because it is 550 watts that could go in at 50 volts as well. So that comes straight at the bottom there to these plugs. Now these bits here, so this come with this breaker kit. This breaker kit cost me 30 quid, 35 quid, and that's where they come straight to. Then there's these plugs on the end of it there, and they go straight round into this cable here, goes straight into the Bluetti. Then the Bluetti, you see at the moment now, it's not pulling nothing, it's not pulling anything here, because it's full. So it'll stop itself from charging. So you've got nothing going through. So even though it's live, there's nothing going through it at the moment, because it'll stop itself. Clever bit of kit. Does all these modules you buy for any, I won't make any names of different products, but you buy an MPPT, which is a solar charger, then a DC to DC charger, then a module for this, a module for that. This does the whole lot, one go. So it goes from there then into this, which it's got the batteries in the bottom. All that's one big battery, and you can add to the batteries. It's got a plug on the side, so if you're struggling, and I don't see how you'd be, if you're struggling, you must have like probably 4 of you living in it, and you struggle 4 of you living in a camper van anyway. So if there's 4 of you constantly, you'll struggle for power then. But at the moment, I'm not struggling for any power. So from here then, this is a crucial bit. This is 12 volt, 30 amp. So this then goes, what I've done, I bought an aux beam switching panel. So it goes to this breaker from the Bluetti, then out the breaker, into the aux beam, both sides. And then this is all the things on my van. I've got 8 ways and a switching panel. So all my cabling comes to here. Then from here, I do, all it is one cable to the switch panel inside the van. So this will do up to 60 amps, but I'm only putting 30, not even 30 amps through it, because the biggest draw is a diesel heater, which I haven't put in yet. That's going to be for the diesel heater there. So I've got one in there, all these are full, one there, diesel heater in there, and then that one's a spare, 6 is a spare. So that's what I've done there, and it's so simple, so easy. Just run all your cables to the back, then to your switch panel, you have one cable then, that runs all the way from here to your switch panel. I'll show you that now. So it's dead simple, dead easy to use, no faff, no messing. So that now is my aux beam. It's made for off-roading, for light bars and all that, but it's brilliant application for the camper. It's got all, that's like my outside awning light. and you can Bluetooth it to your phone as well. So everything on here you can turn on, off, and just leave that running. So that's my switch panel inside, and all it is, out that aux beam, out that switch panel. Let me have a look inside the edge of the. Is one cable. That one cable there controls 8 things. That's it. That's the back of the aux beam panel, switch panel. That's it. Look, see, that's the thickness of it. And that runs all the way through to the back. So that's what's at the back of that switch panel there. One cable controls 8 things. Dead simple, dead easy, and exactly what you want. So I think it's the way I've got it set up is so simple, dead safe. It's got breakers on it. It's all sorted, and I've run it for a month to test it before I've released this vlog. So you can see, even now there's not coming in, staying full. So Scott's Power have been in touch with me, and they've said for anybody who I know, or if I'm doing another one, they'll give me a 5% discount code. And to be honest with you, he was the cheapest on the internet anyway. He was just a touch cheaper than Bluetti, or on par with Bluetti. He's not a dealer, but he gets all. He got me this socket, because these sockets here for 30 amp, 12 volt supply. You can't get Bluetti without the stock. You couldn't get them. He got me one. He sent me over. Dave, his name is, who owns the company. And so, if you're after any any power banks, Bluetti or EcoFlow, I've got a 5% discount code. I'll put it in the description down below, and I'll put this website in the description down below. It's Scott's Power, and his stuff comes by FedEx, and there's no bother, and he's on the and he'll leave a message in himself if you have any problems with anything. All I had a problem with was getting this cable here. All the other cabling, all this, all comes with the Bluetti anyway. And so that's a simple system. Oh, I'll show you the 240 volts where these. All I've done is wired these plug sockets in, and they go through the van. So I'll show you that now, where these go to inside the van. I'll turn it on actually too. Right, that's on. Right, I should show you that. The 240 volt wick. Show you that. Right, here we go. So in the van, I've got it to plug sockets. So that's from a normal plug socket, which is fused, and it's in the breaker. It's got thermal trips inside the breaker. So that's I put that on, and that's 240 volts. It's already plugged in on. Then so that's one plug. Then the other plug is at the back of the microwave here. I put it in the back. If you go back to previous videos I've done, you'll see I put a plug socket at the back of there and plugged this in, and then so that's on now. So I've turned it on at the back. You can turn it on and off on your phone. So that's on. Look. So that's on and running. All off that. So they're live. They've just turned them on, and all of that is to a plug at the end. Same with that. At the end of there, it's a plug plugged into a plug, into the plug in the Bluetti. So that's one plug, and there another plug. And I run the air fryer and induction cooker off it and everything. What else have we got in here? That's it. And we've been away for 9 nights, and we had it down to 40% was the lowest we got it down to, and that was overcast day. The next day by midday it was back up to 100%. So it's a cracking bit of kit. You need a bit of airflow, because it sucks in air through here. What I'm going to do Got to put a drop vent in down here, so when it does get really hot, it'll pull in cold air from there. It blows the hot air out here. But it's had no bother with it, and it works great. Yeah, I'm still not pulling anything in. And it's running me fridge freezer inside the van 24 hours a day. So can't knock it. At the most, I might have to get a battery extension to it, but to be honest with you, at the moment I don't think I need it. And I've also got a charger one, I haven't got onto it yet, that will connect to the engine. So any products, power banks, or any help with electrics, so go for the aux beam, that's all your fuses and everything in there. I'll go for the aux beam switch panel, your power bank, and then just connect it off individually. And you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong. It's, you know. So let's see. It cost me 1,400 quid for the power bank, which are down now. They're down in price. About 1,200 quid now. Easy. I'm with a 5% discount code, so I paid more for it, but it was a supply and demand at the time. The aux beam panel was, I paid 100 quid for that on eBay. So probably about, and the solar panel was 140. So for 1,750 quid, I've got 3,000 watt. That's a 3,000 watt power, 240 volt power supply. 3,000 watts. No, 2,400, which will peak at 4,000 watt. You do, and then as long as you don't go over it for a long time. So it is rated for more. You just got, it's the simplest systems. So so 1750 I paid for the whole lot. Now if anyone could come up with any sort of power, any of them, EcoFlow or but not going to say EcoFlow because that's the same system as this, but Victron, Renogy, EcoWorthy, you come up with the same system that could do the same as this. I'll have a challenge with you. Come and meet me, we'll have a challenge and we'll cook on it and we'll do the same stuff as I'm going to do for the same price as 1750. And that's got to include everything in that electrical system. And I'd be surprised if you could, well, you won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do it, and it's dead reliable, dead safe, all breakers in it. And that's the best way I could say for the camper van, without all these modules all over the place, and you can do it yourself. So thanks for watching. So don't forget Scott's Power, Bluettis and EcoFlows, 5% off. I'll leave it all in the description down below, and you can't go wrong with the power. It really is good. So I'll sign off now, and see you again soon.